Jeremy, pretty sort of convincing, solid win from you guys in the end. What are your thoughts on the game, just as a general thought to start off with?
Yeah, obviously really happy. Look, we've struggled down here at Twin Ovals the last couple of years, so look, we knew it was going to be a competitive game. I thought their pressure around the ball in the first quarter was fantastic. They were able to get some numbers behind the ball, which really challenged us early. But look, I thought our endeavour and attack on the ball and want to defend and all those types of things for fourth quarter was pretty good. So look, we'll take it.
The third term got pretty tight. Did you say anything to the boys at three-quarter time, like, let's not walk out of here with a 4-goal win, let's really put the foot down? Because it looked like you guys just ran in that last term. Yeah,
look, it's probably something to do with the two-week break. Look, we've got some good fitness into the guys over that break. They obviously don't have the impact on their body, like they do when they're playing from week to week. So we tried to get some really good running sessions in. We thought that was a strength of ours, probably. We had a really massive pre-season. We were able to probably run over teams in the first half of the year. So we sort of tried to, keep that advantage that we thought we had over the competition, over the buys. So look, I thought the last quarter was fantastic to keep going and come away with a 60-point win when we haven't won down here for 3 or 4 years is pretty good.
I thought Brady Jones was pretty solid today, and also Trent Standen, who got his sort of goal rewards late in the game.
Yeah, look, Speedy's had an outstanding start to the year. He's 31 years of age. We've relied heavily on him over the past 3 or 4 years to kick big bags and win us the game. But I just think his effort and intensity around the ball has been, first class this year. He's recovering well from week to week. He's had a solid year. I thought in the state game he probably could have walked away with 3 or 4 goals. Things just didn't quite fall his way on the day. So look, he's had a great year. And I think Brady probably had a quiet start to the year, but I reckon his last 5 or 6 weeks have been outstanding. Definitely his best game he's played for the footy club this year. When he gets a ball in his hands, he's so damaging. Look, he was extremely stiff to miss out in the state game. So look, I think he was pretty seething and wanted to play a good game today.
Speaking of stiff to probably miss out on the state game, I know there was a lot of depth and Nick McKenna ended up doing an amazing job on Anthony, but I thought Bailey again today was sensational.
Yeah, look, Jace is extremely confident at the moment. Sometimes he should spoil when he's going for the mark, but he's actually taking the mark. So look, he's become he's always been a great player, but I think he's taken his game to a new level now. He's able to, not just spoil the ball, but he's able to take intercept marks and win one-on-one contests, which means we create turnover and generally go up the other end and hit the scoreboard. So look, I thought our back six as a whole today was really, really solid. To hold them, I think it was about 45 points. That's an extremely good effort down on the home ground. Look, Jason's a real leader of that back six. He's been fantastic this year.
What are your thoughts on James Holmes' first season? He's like, you guys have got a side of probably bigger bodies today, but he's probably one of the smallest, but doesn't back down at all.
No, look, I've been asked about Holmesy a lot. Yeah. Look, he's got the long blonde locks, so I think he stands out, and he's pretty small, but he's he takes on all the information that you give him. He puts his, he defends extremely well. He sort of reads the cues and where's the ball going, and then he's not afraid to put his body in there and go and get the ball. So look, he's another one. He wins one-on-one contests and creates turnover for us, which is massive. Again today, it was really, really good. I thought his disposal a little bit at times today was a bit scratchy, which is something he's been working extremely hard on. But look, he looks like he's going to be a fantastic player for a long time.
Yeah, obviously you guys have got Buchner forward as well, who looks to be going in confidence. I think he might have kicked 2 or 3 today as well. Yeah,
look, Bush is a player that's got all the attributes. He's extremely quick, he's strong. He can just break away from contest. He's extremely quick. So look, he's only going to get better. I think it was 2nd or 3rd game for us today, so he just needs to get a couple of games in a row. But I thought he was close to just breaking the game apart today, and it didn't quite happen. But I think we've got a good mix with, we've got obviously Zach, and then you throw in Michael Blackburn and Stan and Callan and those guys. We've got a pretty dangerous forward line, and I think they're all a little bit different, so they're extremely hard to match up on.
Yeah, sort of heading just past the halfway season of the year. Yep. You guys are positioned sort of, North Lonnie had another win today. Yep. You guys are just behind them on percentage, but you've got that game in lieu. Do you think, did you guys expect to be positioned this well, sort of at the start of the year?
No, definitely not. I think we finished 7th last year. So, look, we're probably in a bit of a hole, but we were able to get some guys back from injury. Jackson O'Brien's obviously been a fantastic addition to us. Sam Siggins has taken his game to another level. Jason Bailey has, and I think our middle and bottom tier players have really stepped up to the mark. They probably got some gains into them last year that we wouldn't have got if we didn't have those injuries.
Yeah.
So if you look at those players, it's Blackburn, it's Bushner, it's Keegan Wiley. Holmes has obviously started this year, but Matt Ling, Gabby Chambers, Aidan Grace, all those players have played 20 to 30 games now, and we're starting to see the reward. We had a bit of hardship last year with it, but it's been beneficial for us this year.
Just looking at that, I mean, don't want to put words into your mouth, but it looks to be not just on paper, but when you watch those games and these performers, that you guys do have the perfect mix of experience. And when I say experience, not past it, just guys that have got the 100 games or AFL experience, such as yourself, and then these younger guys who, whether they be in their second or third seasons, just on paper, you guys look to have the list to really be challenging for this grand final position this year.
Yeah, look, we'd like to think so. We think our best football is good enough. However, the competition is extremely even, and things can change extremely quickly. So we need to continue to work hard. We think we're making improvements to our game plan every week, and we're getting better, and players are starting to understand it more. In the next 4 or 5 weeks, we get some guys back from injury, so integrating those guys back into the senior team is going to be key. And we need to start to figure out what our actual best 22 looks like. So we'll probably fiddle around with that for the next 5, 6 weeks, especially having some new guys into the team or coming back from injury as well. So we're nicely placed. We do have to get better because everyone's going to get better. So, we'll review the tapes every week and make sure we identify where we can improve and we fix those.
Yeah, unfortunately, mate, it looks like you've hurt yourself today.
Yeah.
Any sort of first word or
no,
idea?
It's just a hamstring. So, it's probably, I think a standard one's about a month. So, it feels a bit like that. I've done a couple of them now. So, it'll be a month. So, it is what it is. You can't do anything about it. You can't control it. So, you just have to recover well and move on.
I guess on the upside, you'll be able to sort of see maybe a little bit more being strictly coaching from the sidelines. I know Couchy did that for a week or two, and he spoke about the benefits. You guys have got Lauderdale at the tip next week.
Yep.
That's going to be a fiery one, no doubt.
Yeah, look, it's a massive game. Darren's already spoken about it in the media and to his players as well. So we know it's going to be a big game. We think we've got the team and the team structure to go down there and play really, really well. I think we've actually played down there quite well in the last couple of years. I think last year, I think we had more scoring shots, went down maybe by 8 or 9 points. So, look, it's going to be a big challenge. They're obviously up and going now and playing some really good footy. They're probably the form team in the competition at this present stage. So, look, we're under no illusions to go down there and play extremely well. We'll go down there and try and really hunt them and get the ball forward on a small ground and try and knock it in our end.
Aaron, pretty disappointing finish for you guys today. I thought your first term was pretty good and you held up against the pressure and moved the ball really well. But then it sort of fell apart. Can you talk us through what you think happened today?
Yeah, look, they just beat us for effort at the end of the day. I mean, they're a very good side. That's probably why they're premiership favourites probably at the moment. Look, I thought our first quarter we've been trying to do some work in our first quarters, and I thought the boys put an exceptional performance in the first quarter. And I thought our third quarter was pretty good as well, but the last quarter, we just got beaten on the outside a bit. They just showed a bit more run and a bit more polish of their skills going forward. Yeah.
You said effort was down a bit, but I thought the endeavour was still there at times, especially in that third quarter. You guys were down, but the boys still held on to only go down, I think, 2-1 that term. Do you think against a side, like a top side such as Clarence, the decision making and therefore the foot skills, that with that little bit less time to make those choices sort of goes out the window a bit in the pressure terms?
Yeah, it does. I mean, like I said, they're a very good side, and they put a lot of pressure around the ball and the ball carrier. And look, we probably got found out with our skills under pressure a little bit today. I think the side we asked too much of too few, and we carried a few blokes today, unfortunately. And it's probably a good sign that our development league won today, because it continues to put pressure on like blokes like Peterson and Pearce and Rawson and that back in the twos that have played a lot of senior footy this year. So they put their hand up again for selection for next week.
Yeah. You mentioned the Mercury Cup side had a good win today. Also, your under 18s, from what I've seen, seem to be on a bit of a roll. Do you think that you guys have still got a little bit to go before you can really formulate your best kind of squad or your best sort of 30, given that Dixon is still out. You've got Burrows, Cheng away playing footy. You've just got Batchy just back, TP, Livingston, Humphrey, those kind of guys.
Yeah, look, there's still a few to come back, which is a pleasing sign. And yeah, we're still blooding some new blokes. I think we've had about 8 or 9 debutants again this year, and you know, they'll come in and out of the side, and they'll learn from each time they step out onto the field, which is all we can ask, and they'll get better for it. And yeah, look, we'd like to think towards the end of this year we'll start to show what we've got, but no doubt, you know, we're still a very young group. So come the next year after, you know, we'll start to really, I'd like to think, be up around the top players, top teams around the league. You know, as they start to get a bit older, you know, we can keep the core group of young players together. Yeah, we should be moving forward.
Yep. Bachelor's first game back today, I admit it was a surprise for me to see him because I'd heard he might have been in a moon boot during the week. What did you think of his game and his efforts today?
Oh, look, he'd be better for the run. And look, our use forward of centre wasn't really good. I think we only had 3 mark inside 50s for the game, and a lot of that was due to our disposal forward. Yeah, look, he got himself a medical clearance during the week. He trained strongly all week, and you know, he just draws attention when he is forward, and you know, he always draws a good defender. So look, we thought about playing him through the twos, but you know, we need to find avenues to goal each week, and we thought bringing him straight back in gives us an opportunity to do that.
Yeah. And TP played the Mercury Cup today. How did he go?
Yeah, I think he's one of the best for them today. I mean, his leadership, and he should be too. I mean, his leadership, he's a strong leader for our footy club, and yeah, look, he's just been away and hadn't put in the work, and you know, we're starting to show some depth now in our footy club where we've got the ability to do that. You just don't get gifted games of footy, you've got to earn them. Senior footy now at this footy club, and look, he was really good about it when he was told that he wasn't playing seniors today, and you know, he come up the coach's box and played his role as ruck coach as well, and he'd done a really good job. So yeah, so he'll probably come back in this week.
I thought today as well, you're talking about this development, and you guys have obviously got a lot of players in the 16s, 17s rep size. You've got Hugh and the allies. Was it pleasing today to see guys like Godomsky, Watt and Toby Cohen, who've been pretty good all year, have pretty solid games again today? Yeah,
look, it's no doubt having Cohen and Godomsky's real key. We lost Lockie Clifford before the game today, so he was a late withdrawal, just due to a bit of an illness. So yeah, look, they're a real bright spot there, you know, 17, 18-year-old boys, and you know, show a lot of upside. And Toby again was really good today, and Godomsky off the back line, you can just see the way he goes about his footy, his attack on the footy and his run. You know, he just presents so much for us. And Lockie Watt, yeah, his work around the midfield, I thought he did a real good job on O'Brien today, which is something we asked him to do, but you know, you nullify one, and I think Budgie Jones got us on the outside a fair bit today, and I thought his game was exceptional.
Yeah, I probably mention him every time I come down here, but I thought Mitch Carter was again sensational today, but also Tyler Carter seems to be putting together a pretty solid season in defence, not just nullifying faults as he's done, but he gets a fair bit of the footy himself.
Yeah, look, must be the Carter name, they're both about ability to read the footy. Mitch Carter especially, he's up around the top 3 best each week at the moment, just his ability to intercept mark, and his use by foot is exceptional. So look, yeah, continues to be an asset, and he just makes players around him better as well. And Tyler Carter, as you mentioned, yeah, he plays on a tall most weeks, and he's not that big himself, but you know, he's a strong bloke, but he's able to get out and win his own footy as well, which is what we call for our backs. We want to be able to win our own footy as well, and make the opposition forwards accountable.
Obviously, you've got to play these top sides, and Clarence is, you know, top 1 or 2 really. Yeah. They're a game in hand. But you do have a game. I guess you guys would see as a real winnable game next week. Probably the biggest game of the year for you guys. Yeah. I'm suggesting, don't want to build it up too much, but North Hobart at North Hobart Oval. Yeah. You've got a few things out of today to take into that game.
Oh, we will. Look, yeah, we will. Like I said, we've got a few players that still come back in the side. We beat Hobart City earlier in the year, so yeah, it's a game. Pardon me.
It's alright, I called them North Hobart just before.
Yeah, it's a game that we should win. So if we want to stay around finals contention, look, today's one we went in confident. Yeah, we reviewed the game really well and thought that we matched up fairly well against Clarence, and we had a pretty good go against them round 2 this year, and we've had a couple of wins down here against them before. So we gave ourselves an opportunity today. But look, they just got a lot of good ball winners, and yeah, they just they just showed their class. But look, we'll rebound. We'll rebound for Hobart City next week. We are under no illusions that the job's done or the season's gone for us yet. There's still a lot of footy to play in the back half of the year, and we still think we can compete with some of the top sides, but we'll need to pinch a couple of those games against Lauderdale, Launceston, and that if we've got any hope of making the finals.